Although, I arrived to be first. Hey, Captain. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. So, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
Well then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means,
oh my god, Maya. Come on. He's telling us that, whatever. It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. That thing that we already knew about, but he told us anyway, so we can feel like he's contributing. The answer is everyone in the circus was in on it, and they should all go to jail. Wait a second. Goes to the credits, peels off the name Shu Takumi. Agatha Christie, what are you doing now? Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
hee. Well done, Nick. Why did they capitalize the second he there? It's very heh. Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie. Agatha Christie was never there with this clown, though. So was he just in his undies when he talked to the ringleader? I mean, I guess the idea was he was just shirtless with just his pants, right? Except we've seen that image. I mean, he just means the cloak, I guess. But I do like the idea that he's like, oh man, Dad, can I call you Dad? Because I'm about to propose to your daughter, so you're going to be my future father-in-law. Let me get real comfortable, and he's just there, almost naked. Why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double,
Wow, Max. I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Oh, Maya, please. Please, Maya. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Also, I might skip saying it, but hey, Katie. December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Why just missing Steel Samurai? She's compromised. Phoenix, why are you asking why she called him a pitiful clown? Is it because it's redundant? Because if so, fair. If, however, it's because pitiful is not one of the words that immediately leaps to your mind when you look at Mo, I think we have bigger questions. He is a pitiful clown.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
I mean... Oh, not 99, 96. Whoops, that was almost a mistake there. Okay, before he got whipped.
It was quoted off your boarded waist.
And then the rest of it. Look, I can only stomach so much. I never really watched The Prince of Bel-Air when I was a kid. I know it a little bit just because, you know, I feel like living in a certain time, there is a awareness of it on a use of, like, cultural reference and joke stuff that you couldn't really avoid, but I think I missed that joke before. Well, you get it this time.
Name and occupation.
But the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish.
Oh, but I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
So he defaulted to reference humor. I mean, it is the laziest and most obvious form of comedy. I guess I can't blame him. Like, I can hate him for just being that way in general, but... Is he not one of the few witnesses you get penalized for pressing wrong? I think so, but I don't think it's all of it. I'm not sure. I think that happens... is it him and also the final witness? Oh, I don't remember.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The side only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay. How about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns were up to no good.
Oh, Christ, they actually continue it. Goddamn West Clownadelphia.
Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Moe the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a rough...
Without the humor, please.
Actually, do not remember how to say that word. Because I needed it. Oh, Rastafarian. Ugh. That's why I was trying to blank it out to preserve myself.
Okay.
Poor Moe can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Maya, shut the fuck up. When the judge isn't impressed. Yeah, that's pretty damning. What you witnessed.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, All I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
You know, it's weird to me. This is not testimony. It really isn't testimony. It's weird that very few witnesses actually do something as bold and rude as to waste their time with testimony that isn't testimony. So of course, it's this case that does this with the clown. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness,
Oh,
we will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over.
Also, that is a dirty lie, Francisca.
Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Billy? Don't Billy hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Especially didn't stop him midway. Yeah, really.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. I mean, look, Phoenix didn't need to say it. We all knew it anyways. But also, I'm glad that Phoenix also feels bad for him.
Now that's settled. Shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
What you witnessed, for realsies this time.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes out in the moonlight garden.
No. I botched it anyways. I was gonna do a bad song reference that's not related at all.
They were a bit far away though. It was the Wingmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the Wingmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
I mean, do you judge? Like, in general, why are we letting these witnesses, like, we know how unreliable witnesses can be, but especially this one's pretty clear. Oh, hey, Darth. Why in the God Emperor's name is the Demon Clown here? Because there is no God or God Emperor. There is only nothingness.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Uh-huh. That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
Ooh,
Okay. What you witnessed. That does sound like they're warning us, doesn't it? Okay. So we need to press him on the right ones. So instead of me just reading this, let's vote. Not a murder. So he went straight back to my room. Tired I was at night, I was pooped. Thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window. So I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. All of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Okay. See, part of the nice thing about not having to worry about not pressing one is you can just go through all these without having to worry about it. Now I'm having to actually try to think about this. It's very rude of this case. I don't think it would be this one at all, right? How tired I was that night. I was pooped. That one's definitely almost like that. Straight to sleep. Glance out the window. What evidence do we have? We have that. We have the box. We have the blunt force trauma. The ring won't be relevant. Only the monkey won't be relevant. Map's not relevant. Broken bottle isn't. There's the Max's 3 symbols, including the cloak. And the hat. And we have the picture of the crime scene. Alright. I saw 2 silhouettes. Who's wearing his cloak? Clonked the ringmaster over the head. So if I had to guess, I would probably think... Because I remember... Because the whole point of that goddamn thing with Ben and Trillo and the puppet is... And they make it the running bit, right? With the whole, like... What are his 3 symbols? So the fact that it's his cloak is important, because we know the ringmaster thing. Okay. Well, let's go with this one at least. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away.
Oh, that's right. Well, I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the Wingmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols? Christ, Phoenix, what was I just saying?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one?
Fuck. Oh. I just took critical psychic damage from the goddamn clown calling out how stupid Phoenix is. This is an atrocity right here. How could they do this? Of all the witnesses and characters to call out Phoenix.
Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo.
Ah, good. Everyone hates him. As is necessary.
See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza.
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
98.
Well, the witness please testifies to what he saw, and only what he saw.
Okay, not those two. Glance out the window. 2 silhouettes. Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. So it didn't penalize me for that. Which makes me wonder if maybe they didn't mean they were penalizing me for it now, or if maybe maybe there's some of them you have to press. Oh, man. Would they make it so you had to press multiple ones when other ones are poison ones? Oh, what a dick move. All right. Let's go with this one. Oh, so Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. I mean, he mentioned the symbols, but then they didn't come up. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
Oh, you mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, oh, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Moe, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner.
Okay, except Francisca. This is like one of the most salient points Phoenix has ever made.
You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Jesus. Ooh. Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I don't. Of course I do. Hmm. Hmm. So, that's half my health on this. I guess I could. That's fine. It's not like that would kill me right now. A killer basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime. It is a lot of penalty. We don't have any evidence. And none of his stuff has changed. That goes along with that. And let's not see the crime. Because here's the thing. We know he didn't at this point. Because the thing we were just pressing, which is this statement, is the one where he couldn't describe the weapon that did the clonking. But I don't have anything for that right now. The thing is, if I say I don't anyways, That's a lot of penalty. I'm not sure if this is letting me back out if I say I don't, or if I'm gonna get penalized either way. If this is like, I've gone enough, or if I need to press more. Fucking clowns, man. See, this is part of why people hate this one. Believe in your justice. I don't think I do. Well, see, right now, I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that.
Then this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Thus, you've just earned yourself a penalty from me.
Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly.
That's right. What he said. Bailed out by the judge. What an honor indeed.
If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal censure would be best.
Huh?
You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There is no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom.
I guess he didn't really bail me out after all.
You know, Moe's testimony and what he told us yesterday are kinda different.
Yeah, I noticed. You just gotta pinpoint what's changed.
You can do it, Nick.
Alright, that's fine. Losing one health segment's not nearly as bad as 5. Okay. Was anyone paying attention to what he said? Because I feel like whenever I'm looking and reading what Mo has said, instead I'm just in this simmering, red-veiled haze of anger process. What is he saying that's different? Night of the murder. Tired I was. That's all definitely the same. I glanced out the window. So I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Is it... Maybe... I'm not too sure, honestly. I'm prepping for next week's groups. That's fine. I hope that stuff is going well. Okay, let's go with this statement. Maybe the trick is we need to know why he looked out the window. You just happened to glance out of the window?
Well, you could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls.
Well, I guess pseudonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Oh, I don't like this. This is making me question things. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Owls don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Oh, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud.
Oh my god. I didn't remember that at all.
It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ah, you forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not something you just forget to mention.
Okay. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Carls, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor.
A guy who does huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
Okay. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kinda sounded like, I guess you could say.
Mr. Carls, may I can't remind you that humor is unnecessary.
No, how'd you know that I was going to make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yup, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit.
Okay, I'm seeing the issue now with having to do the judge and the voice I've given Mo back to back.
Someone getting hit, Paul.
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw...
Okay. Alright. I think... Alright. Because now that we've talked through him, and we have the thing about the sound, I think now we have... Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save, because I don't mind being a little bit of a coward, and that's a lot of health to lose at once. Okay. Part of me feels like I shouldn't count this objection in case I end up having to reload, but, you know. I made this decision in the last game. It just makes more sense. Like, you know, the whole point of this is, like, it's this playthrough, so. So let me move that whip counter over. Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason.
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Okay. Okay. Justice. Like, this has no right to be as nerve-wracking as it is. Like, I feel like, especially for, like, going along what is the critical intended path, to even throw the threat of, like, half your health as a penalty, especially with the goddamn clown. This isn't, like, a serious opponent. It's just a bad play in a game design purpose.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Moe said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
Mom, he did say that.
However, Moe just stated the following under oath.
Well, I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
If Moe is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, a crack cloud unit was sent to
Other stuff.
Mr. Carls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
Oh, they didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Oh my god, is that the 18th? I didn't know that at all. There's no way I would have recognized that.
Mr. Carlos, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
You're back from your jog?
well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Kerma. Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yup, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
And then he laughs because he's a monster, I guess.
Mr. Carlos,
Your Honor?
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was stumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well. Now please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Oh, got it.
Man, I'm having a hard time with the judge. I think it's because, like, the same thing, because I'm trying to do, like, because of Dill's joke from last time with Moe, I've been trying to do a little bit of, like, a clown woo kind of thing going on. But I think that's interfering with the fact that the judge is, like, I try to make him sound, like, jowly. The silhouette.
It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It does seem that if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination.
Okay. This time, I'm pretty sure we got it in. So, assuming that we can't press still, I think this time, because the other one we didn't have anything to go on, but here mentions the uppity symbols. Still got the back hook, they were all there. It's the roses. Now, admittedly, the image we're getting is him from the back, but I think, like, it's confusing, right? But I'm pretty sure we're meant to use this poster here because we need to ask about the roses to find out something or other. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. This might weirdly help the objection counter. Well, Francisca's done more whipping than objecting so far. But just because I'm not getting as much dialogue as usual. Roses. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
Moe. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Moe?
Do you like pie? I love pie.
And then he's starting to list off pie, which... It's kind of impressive because that looked like it was the right things, the pie. I never really bothered learning. Like, I always got to 3.14. I think for a while I would know like a few more of them, but I never really went for all that whole like, just memorize a bunch of the digits of pi. And Millie, you don't even need to do that technically. If you're fast enough at mental math, you can also just take a couple seconds and give out more of them as you go. Just calculate it, but...
Silence, fool. You ought to respond with the whole truth. No fractions.
Order. Order.
Moe, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Oh, Francisca, come on. That's weak. You know that's weak. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Ah, right. He did say the criminal's face. Okay.
Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Check and mate.
Listen, Wright. Are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not. He is just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. You know, I don't know what it is about this case where it does have like these perfect single text boxes for like the entire series. Even though, if I'm being honest here, this is actually a lie. Because like 2/3 of the time, these seemingly insignificant facts lead you on just little dumb diversions. It's just, eventually you find the right set of seemingly insignificant facts that lead you to the truth. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there was no... However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? Well, I'm supposed to disregard the playlist, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance.
This is the witness you doubt. What the talking block of wood was perfectly saying. Look, the judge has always, ever, for all time, been uneven with how he treats things. This is just more of that. The Silhouette Part 2.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. You are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Also, Your Honor, what the fuck? Why are you being so hardcore with this? Like, I think that's part of why this case is so hated. There is no reason why this witness should require this level of like, oh man, I can't get it wrong. We have not been as threatened in the situation where we were like up against Manfred von Kerma with like Edgeworth on the stand, or when we were doing Damon Gant in the first game in the fifth case. But it's this stupid clown that has the testimony where it's like, no. No pressing, no extra dialogue from this stupid guy, and get it right. Okay. Fortunately, I think this one is also made easy because of that, but I'm going to save to be safe. So, Mo here, he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. They found the hat at the crime scene. Otherwise, it would have been on Max's head, so, you know. This one, like, fortunately, at least it's not, like, really hard, and also, you only get the one shot. Although you would think here would be showing me all the health, like, in red. But I guess that's something that they couldn't have programmed at the time. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yup, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss von Kerma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary, because he's a lying piece of shit, like 90% of the witnesses that come through this goddamn courtroom. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! 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 Mr. Cone,
Yes, Your Honor.
what was the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do?
You sucked. And you existed. And you were a blight upon this game. Well, I mean, this entire case is kind of a blight upon this game.
Well, because you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both good.
You've just committed perjury, you idiot.
Seriously, why? Just because the way I always be younger than you? Shut up.
I missed most of that first line. That's fine.
Enough of this harmless outburst, Mr. Krause. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene. Now you had a contempt of court. Yeah. What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Moe,
What do you want?
you just said that he left the scene. Oh boy. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. I'm actually surprised how little Francisca has been whipping lately. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Which is honestly an evergreen statement that I could use way more often in these trials, but I do not.
Move got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Oh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Yes. It's the crime photo, right? Yeah, it's the crime photo. Yeah. Look at this photo picture. It's kind of funny because I feel like a lot of times it will use photograph, but it actually used picture there. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So Moe, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, fine. I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
Oh, that didn't hurt. But I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways.
In her own way, Francisca was trying to save us from this dumb parrot. But unfortunately, this is what this case revolves around, so it needs to come out.
I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Cole,
Oh, yes.
the testimony you provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
What?
I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Kommer and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order. Order. I will have order. Francisca Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Carls.
Huh. But I couldn't believe this, but it's all true. I told you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth. Francisca, you called him as a witness. Look, she called him anytime he wastes his on her. Hey, she just wanted to have him, is your own damn fault, say enough to get our client found guilty. Unfortunately, she didn't really have a better witness. Here we go. It was always going to come down to this. The truth.
Now it's time for our next segment, Moe Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the wingmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Well, that's why there were no footprints. Fly people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? Believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
So as we're playing tricks, he's telling the truth. This is all a dream, right? So, it's not this is all a dream, right? So as we're playing tricks, he's telling the truth. So the funny thing is, right, it's kind of a combination of these two. Because as much as Mo sucks, and he does suck. Oh, he very much sucks. I think it's pretty easy to believe that in this way he's telling the truth. But obviously, just because that's what he thought he saw, his eyes were probably playing tricks on him too. What he saw was not what he thought he saw. But you know what? I don't think this matters, so he's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth?
That's what I think?
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right.
How? Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Okay. We lost a little bit of health, but that's okay. I didn't lose half of my health. God damn it, this part of the case sucks. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
Also, Max, you did kind of say, why don't I fly into the courtroom, which implies it is actually easy for you to set up, but whatever.
Oh, it's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic.
Oh, no. I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed and never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
I mean, Maya, we become magicians. Have you seen his salary? I'm going to make so much more money ripping off his trick than actually defending people in court. All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Oh, okay. Alright, guys. The evil was defeated. At least, the evil was defeated in the sense that we're past the clown, finally. Oh, it's kind of early. We'll get a little bit further into the investigation, I think. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Writing Company Law Offices. Also, why is it so quiet again?
Nick?
What is it? Why isn't your music playing if you're on screen, Maya? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off.
Maya, how could you not figure out the trick behind that one? Maya, baby girl. That anyone who's not a literal infant can figure that out. You sweet, dense, Maya, you sweet, dense girl. Huh.
First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow. How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Maya, you literally can't speak with dead naturally. It's not entirely naturally. She has to work it a little bit. She had the potential, but she had to figure out how to do it. Also, why couldn't we, listen to how, nice and peppy Maya's music is? Why was that whole sequence without her music? What's it do? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Moe, right? He says that he saw it.
That's true. Moe looked awfully serious when he said that.
Do you think he might be trying to frame Max?
If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew.
But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max.
You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. I don't see her prepping from a spell book. No, I mean, although weirdly, I think she'd be more I mean, I guess the closest analog is she's just a sorcerer, right? Just a very specialized one who only gets the one spell. But she needs training to tap into the magic latent into her bloodline. Any ideas?
Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Moe. They all have nothing nice to say.
That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him.
He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But
what?
But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder.
It was proven that neither Ben nor Moe lied on the stand.
Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume? But Moe clearly said that he saw Max himself.
Do you have anything new to say about my attorney's badge? Oh, yeah. Okay, that was the same thing. I thought maybe she'd have something new because money stole it, but...
No matter how you look at it, this is definitely Max's silk hat.
There's even a feather stuck in it.
There's something wrong with this hat, though.
Moe's testimony, right? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. That's what he said, but the hat was found on the ground at the scene.
This really is a mystery. Looking at this really makes you think about things, doesn't it?
Like what?
No matter how great a medium I become, there is no way I can make this kind of money.
So it's money you're after?
You only live life once, right? YOLO, bitch! Well, then you might as well live it fabulously.
What's the matter, Maya?
Which poster is cooler? This one or the Steel Samurai poster?
I'm not a big fan of either one of them.
Phoenix, I will fucking stab you in the night. I guess putting a poster of a magician in a law office is kinda strange. No stranger than a poster of a hunk of junk carrying around a spear. Whoa. Max used a broken bottle to crack Ben over the head?
No. It broke because Max cracked Ben over the head with it.
He must have really hit him hard then. I guess I should give it a try. For research purposes. Come here. I've got a nice bottle right here for you, Nick. Yow. That's weird. It didn't break. Of course it didn't. You hit me with a plastic bottle.
What the hell, Maya? Why? I mean, I guess you probably just actually booped him. And maybe the yow is Phoenix being over, like, just exclaiming to build it up, but... What about this?
Yeah, sorry, I got
Nothing. She was trying to think about a joke or something.
Can you believe this cost 3 months of pay? 3 months. Trillo doesn't skimp when it comes to Regina. He's really in love.
It looks like a real glass stone. Its brilliance is amazing.
I bet Money would love to get his hands on this again.
I'll have to give this back to Trillo sometime. Oh, sorry.
20 pounds, huh? That's pretty heavy.
Especially since the only thing inside was a small bottle of pepper.
The more you think about it, the more it starts to make your head hurt. But compared to tomorrow, this will all be a happy memory.
Tomorrow? Don't get ahead of yourself, Maya. Let's concentrate on today. I don't know if Maya will say anything about Charlie, quite decorative. Okay. Charlie, a quite decorative plant.
Nick, you've been watering the plant every day, right? I've been thinking about watering it too.
Maya, we don't want to drown poor Charlie.
But he'd get bigger.
Does she want the office to look like a tropical rainforest or something? There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel.
Lately, they've been holding huge events at the Gatewater. It seems they've really become a top-class hotel. I wonder if that bellboy would remember us.
A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe.
You know about the new Steel Samurai movie they are making, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, I heard that they're making a movie starring the new cast.
It's already out. Critics say, time to commit harakiri if you missed this action epic.
You don't say.
You know, I bet the star will win this year's Hero of Heroes Grand Prix.
Oh, uh-huh.
Alright, already. I'll go see the movie.
Yay! Let's hurry and wrap this case up so we can see it.
So if that seems like maybe a little bit more than you'd be expecting, that's because the final case of this game involves that. Spoilers when we finally get out of this godforsaken case onto case 4. That's gonna be what it serves. Also, if it helps, this case is kind of a pain in the butt. The fourth case, the final case in this game, is very good. The second case was also very good, but I say the fourth case of this game, like, this is gonna be like the, middle game in a trilogy. It's gonna be the weaker one. But I think the second and fourth cases make it worth the price of admission, as it were.
Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Hey, I'm reading that one. You know I'm studying the law now, right? I put that bookmark on the page I was reading. Don't you dare move it. What? You're reading these?
bookmark, huh? You mean this thing? It was only on the second page.
Oh, well, you have to start somewhere, right?
You do realize that you have 1,000 pages to go, right?
Maybe you really should sell all these books, Nick.
My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean.
It's covered with dust. Maybe you should use your desk every now and again.
Maya's all sad about that. I guess we can go to the detention center real quick. December 29th, detention center, visitors room. Oh, my sweeties. What was that? What was that music? Why did it stop? Has Max always had an intro? Was that what it played during the little circus video? And if so, why doesn't he have an actual track that... Whatever. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. All right. Smile, you're on candid camera. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. I wonder if he's still trying to be a stir. I don't think these are going to be different at all, but we'll check just in case. This grid monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet, you could forget he was even there, if he wasn't watching everything. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. Do we have anything new from you? What about this? Okay, that's Psy. Let me ask about the hat. This is definitely my silk hat. I don't suppose I'm allowed to wear it anymore, am I? Max, it's one of your excellent symbols, right? That's right. Honestly, though, I only like it because of the feather in the brim. No, when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? Cloak, white roses. Okay, yeah, that one's the same as last time.
Max, how could you? How could you hit poor Ben over the head with this?
I've been thinking about that lately. But he did call me a no-good, talentless hack of a fast food magician.
You mean Trillo said that? Not Ben, right?
There is no Trillo or Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. For God knows whatever reason, Max is one of the few characters that treats them like they actually are a person working the right way.
I guess you're right.
Nothing to say about that. What about the ring? Nothing. Autopsy report. Doesn't know about the one box, and you don't know about the salt either. Not salt, and pepper. So, would you like to come up on stage with me sometime?
Really? Is that really okay?
I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience.
Really?
I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage, you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second. He's playing her in the audience to rig a magic trick. Yeah, that's how they do it sometimes. Do you mind taking a look at this? Oh, I guess I have no choice. But really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo.
Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over?
Oh, he doesn't talk about Ben at all. Anything to say about Gumshoe? No? What about Francisca? Uh-huh. This woman, huh? Well. Okay, no, that's the same one. Ah, my sweetie pie princess. Nope, that is the same. That's the same too. Sorry, I know sometimes I'm doing these the same. Like, I probably should just be looking for new things, but... Yeah. I forgot, this kind of says a lot, though, that, like, even after they've given him issues and they've testified against him, he's not even really seeing his co-workers as people. Max has issues. Night of the murder. The night of the crime... You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max! Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Today's trial.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Anything for you, sweetie?
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But...
I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix.
International Grand Prix?
Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. You know, like that Soul Calibur game. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate.
Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
Grand Prix. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. Oh, you must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila. Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself
that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya.
My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them.
Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. So we have the photo of Max's award ceremony. Look at those random bunny girls. But the thing that really matters to us is that this award... Ooh, I dropped frames at some point. When did that happen? He has a statue of himself now. So I think we already see what we need to figure out for this second day. I'm going to present that to him too, just to get out of the way.
I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture, I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust.
That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday.
Oops, ignore the first part. The award only has the shield half and the sword is missing. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Why is this case still going? It is weird how it, like, embedded that one sentence in there. But, hey, Dill.
If you were to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria.
The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent?
Just being a pain on your arrival. Ah.
Of course, the trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is.
It's in the cafeteria? We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bus anywhere inside the cafeteria?
Okay. It's actually really funny, though, that you showed up just now, Dill. Like, this is almost becoming a running bit. But the second part of the trial went pretty quickly, so I decided to do a little bit more. But I think about now, I feel like I should stretch my legs for a bit. So, but at least there's a little bit of music going. Let's save now, too. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'll leave you all. Alright, I'm back. I hope that, assuming I'm remembering the day right, that D&D Part 1 went well. Unless I mix this up with Magic Night, which is entirely possible. Okay. I think we're done with this, though, so we can go to the circus. December 29th. Very big circus. In between. Oh no. Circus entrance.
You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already.
Tuesday's another night. I run D&D at the shop while Wednesday I play. Doing Lost Mine. Oh yeah. Was this the first night of that? Because you were showing us the things you set for it last time, or is this the second session and I'm skewing it a week?
All right now, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work.
Constellation 0 and the Hey Let's Have a Bar Fight intro I did for you guys, if you remember how I started Lost Mine. I don't think I do remember that part. Like, I definitely remember other parts of Lost Mine, but I don't think I remember it starting on a bar fight. Even though, honestly, people make fun of that, but... Oh wait, you win because you joined afterwards. Yes, okay. Yes. Why wasn't I there right away? Was it just because that started at a time when I was busy? It's okay. We all know what you meant. It is unfortunate. Yeah, Chris is about Chris. Also Christ because, well, it's our game. Now, I feel like Lost Mine was actually pretty good Christian squeaky clean fun. Okay, let's move on.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa.
Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once you've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
The main idea was the quest giver Gundren calling out for people to do a bar fight to figure out who he wants to offer his job to. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Gives a low stakes way for people to ease into combat or skills if they want to handle things that way. Alright. What kind of party are you actually? I guess better question. Because I was gonna say what kind of party you're dealing with, but also what kind of addition are you dealing with? Like everything you have to have has to come from old 5e, but are they all new 5e characters or? I guess let's just talk. Today's trial.
I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. We decided on old 5e. Gotcha. Marriage.
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Huh, you haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Like, I get the idea of, like, the anticipation of longing and everything, but something about it being a puppet saying it and phrasing it that way.
Yeah, I knew that.
Or Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Thank goodness Pearl's not here. Ventriloquism.
So how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. Let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll.
Row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. You know, I don't think I've ever noticed this before. Like, so Ben's already doing the thing where he's acting like Trillo's his own person. I didn't realize he was a bad ventriloquist because he puts his head to the side and we can see his mouth moving while Trillo's talking. I've never actually been looking at, like, his portrait while he's been doing that. And, like, here's the thing. That's fine in anyone who's not, like, specifically that's their occupation. But he's like, if you work as a ventriloquist for a living, you should, whatever. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Don't screw this up.
You gotta be a part of this too.
Alright, now we were told to present this to everyone, so.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
Oh, never mind. We might not be able to do anything with Ben then. Okay, he might have something to say about money though. Really? No, okay. You at least say anything if I try to present, like, Regina to you? Okay, never mind, we just need to talk to them. Well, that was nice and easy then. Okay, lodging house, Big Top. Let's go to the Big Top. December 29th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Hee hee. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. One of the things, because I wish they would be able to save if you've checked something in between days. Which I just assume is not something they could do in the programming with however they made this game. But it doesn't seem like a hard thing. I'm pretty sure these are going to be mostly the same old things. Ladder, it's just a step ladder. Different, it's just a base manner. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is all going to be the same, so. December 29th, Big Top, Cafeteria.
They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearly got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face.
Remind me to never invite her to my office. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand.
Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
I see hamburgers. Alright, no, we don't know about this yet. This is where his bust is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. December 29th, Big Top, Ringmaster's room.
Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room.
It could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
Okay, can I look at this now?
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
Any close fit somewhere I know that. Scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
Oh, always make you feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, I'm so mad at Phoenix. Just rummage through the coat, you absolute coward. We are looking for clues. December 29th, Lodging House, Plaza. Wow, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Well, Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Oh, gumshoe. Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
Think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
Oh, I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Moe herself.
Oh, no way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Oh, Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. Every time you definitely don't want her to show up. Poof, there she is. Oh, don't show up. Oh, don't show up. Don't show up. Oh, don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
Oh, she's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
Oh, according to the clown, the cobra jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there?
Oh, the acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Well, pretty soon Miss Von Karma's gonna start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Oh, Franziska Von Karma.
When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. So I just need to go to Moe's room. December 29th, Lodging House, 1st floor, Moe's room. Moe's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room.
Also, Moe's not here. That's what I should have said as Phoenix.
I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha.
What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself?
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must really love his work. Okay. I don't think. Do you have anything for me to present? I already did all of this, right? Do I actually have to look at something different? Here. Ringmaster's room's not new. Did they really want me to just go check on everyone? December 29th, Big Top, cafeteria. Man, when I started this case, I presented it like I was giving it plausible deniability. I mentioned how people don't like this case. Alan was like, it's just the reputation it gets. I've heard a lot of things. I've played it obviously, but you only remember so much. But going through it again, it is interesting how so much of this case just seems ill-shaped. Like, when they were making this game, they really only had the 3 cases, and they're like, we can't publish a game with only 3 cases. There's not enough content in the game. Which is probably why there's all that reputation this has about being like written quickly while he was drunk and stuff.
Well, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
This is doubly bad for me. I mean, it's a bad joke anyways. But I always kind of check out when riddles come up too. I've always just had a bad brain for riddles. Like, for whatever reason, most of the times I can't do the, like, turn that it requires.
Oh, come on. You can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction?
Booze. Well, try again. Okay. What do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay. What is your answer?
Because they are in the cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
Oh, don't telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story, made even greater jokes, but no one busted up laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that?
Okay, Mo. What you witnessed. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today?
I saw what I saw. I swear. That creep dust.
Flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a cyclock. He must be telling the truth. Grand Prix photo.
Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around.
Heh.
Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, people in the localization adaptation team. I get it can be hard, and the game might not give you much material to work with. But, oof. Max's bust.
Max's bus should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bus disappeared.
It disappeared?
Oh, if you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. I mean, I'd say excessive, but it's alright.
Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Oh.
Max Galactica bus added to the court record. Bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke.
Nope. I'm forming a blank here.
A quiet moe is a good moe in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us. What changed?
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes. It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer?
Yup, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
Oh, the morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
Why the... I mean, it's because we had enough nonsense to get through. Why did this not come up earlier? You shitty witness. Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn. States, "To the murderer."
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
Okay. I think... Oh, come on. Cause the tailcoat. Oh, why Phoenix? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe that's not the not what I think it is. I feel like it is though. I did not mean to go here. I'm not even gonna ask about that. We need to go to circus entrance. Hey, loser, do you have anything to say about either of these actually? No, you don't. Okay. Well, was I... Okay, wait. Didn't actually want me to present this to him, did it?
On the morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That's about when Max clonked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it.
So you don't know what was written on it, do you?
Unfortunately, I don't. but I bet you they would know.
Who are they?
Oh, Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning.
I tried to present it to Ben. Do I just need to talk to him about it? Okay, never mind. I guess we need to go to Max first. This feels like unnecessary steps.
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria.
I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
And company?
I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Oh, let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
I'm just... I shouldn't be mad. It's not like it was hard to do. It didn't take me long. I wasn't stuck. But oh... This thing I have wanted to do from the beginning. Because in what other case would Phoenix look at this obvious evidence and go, let's not grab it now, we need it for later.
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Moe gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
Note updating the court record. Torn by ringmaster, found in his tailcoat pocket. What amazing evidence we had no reason not to have found the first day of the investigation. The ringmaster's tailcoat.
It's been expertly cleaned and pressed. It's got one perfect crease.
The ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy.
This is kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way this beats Moe's room. Now that's cool.
All I can hear in my head right now is his laughter. I don't know why. You would think Regina would have shown up at some point, but I guess not. Okay, Ben doesn't say anything. Oh, do I need to actually talk to... Wait a second. I ain't going to the cafeteria. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria.
What?
Moe's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board.
Oh, I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love Moe.
Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad.
All of a sudden, I need a new partner. bad. Phoenix. See, this right here, this is not funny. Like, this is just weirdly mean. And it's not fun to see characters like this be mean to each other in this way. Not to the cafeteria. Oh man, this gets me every time. Okay. Need to go to the circus entrance. It feels like a parody of itself, like the parody you'd see on Adult Swim. Yeah. Like it's uncanny in that sense too, in that way. Well, it's specifically uncanny because it has that, it feels like a parody of itself, but we're actually playing the game. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job, as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. Oh, but with Miss Von Kerma. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? Oh, what's Miss Von Kerma? Huh? Well, every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? Oh, if you don't mind, pal, or I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Ow! I knew this time would come. The whip counter now must exist outside the courtroom. As biting as lashes from a whip. Did... Maya? Von Kerma just got her with one whip. Von Kerma! She really did appear.
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Now we can present things to Francisca. Oh yeah.
What about this? Ow! She hit me again.
Maybe you should hold off on the wild goose chases. Okay. Okay, I have a conundrum here. I want to present everything to her, but I don't want to, like, artificially inflate the whip counter. If you didn't have anything to say to the attorney's badge, I'm going to assume... she probably doesn't have anything to say for most of this stuff. But she might have something to say for the profiles?
What about this? Ow! She hit me again.
Okay, well, she didn't do anything for that. Do you want to complain about the... No? Ah, okay. I'm just gonna talk to her. I feel like I'd just be getting, you know, if I need to do anything, it will prompt me to do something with her, and otherwise I'm just gonna be adding numbers to the whip counter, which doesn't need. Tomorrow's trial. Miss Von Kerma It appears you got your hands onto something big, huh?
Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints?
A conclusive witness? Must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in a summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah. I did already. You want to beat and destroy me? Can't worry about her. Gotta try and find out more information myself.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye?
Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow.
Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation?
Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again. One more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? At this point, I feel like Edgeworth is the WrestleMania sign of this game. Where, like, every now and then, the game just has to stop and point at him. Why is there snow in Los Angeles? It's... Look. In Japanifornia, there's been some climate shifting. That's a good point. I've never really realized that. Wrong with that. They're in North LA right now. Or North LA. Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you?
Rolls a d20, I'll allow it.
Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth?
Manfred von Karma.
Exactly right. It was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished.
It's your fault he's gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. I wonder what this is in Japanese. Because he's clearly not dead. We know this because of Katie's dreams. She's been playing the investigation game, which takes place after this one. But I wonder if it's still, like, actually death, or if it's more obviously, like, a metaphorical thing there, and they're like, it's fine, just use death in English. They'll be able to figure it out. Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth could be a ghost, we don't know. We don't know yet. Damn it. He did write Ghost Trick. Ugh, I can't I can't refute what Dill is saying. I can answer it, but it might be spoilers. So we'll err on the side of caution. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he is still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name of Von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma?
What?
I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened?
That bitch left me on red, and Phoenix doesn't play like that.
This dog is all back and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen.
Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Phoenix is being such a drama queen, with Edgeworth having left. Circus entrance, Moe's room, Acro's room. December 29th, lodging house 3rd floor, Acro's room. Look at those birds. I love how simple and straightforward they are. Like, that is almost as simple and bad as I would draw a bird to be with my incredibly limited capacity of drawing. Like, we just need him to have little birds, so that's all we'll do. Oh. I don't know if I want to do anything interesting for Acro's voice.
You must be Phoenix Wright.
Yes?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro.
How do you know my name?
The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of this circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair.
So suddenly aggressive.
Ew, it's a huge pile of trash.
One man's trash is another monkey's treasure.
I guess you're right. Look,
They're all shiny things. It's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right?
of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that?
Hey, it's a picture of Regina.
Well, she is a shining beauty.
No objections here. I think we can just talk to him, actually. Very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus?
When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life.
It's such a shame.
Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter.
I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing?
Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Wheelchair.
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged.
And you can't walk now.
I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Why the fuck do you live on the 3rd floor?
This isn't a recent thing. They should have you move into Mo's room. Like, this circus probably doesn't even stay here all the time. I mean, I guess maybe it does because they have buildings here. But the nature of circuses are usually they pop up and then they go down, right? Like, they're usually not there all the time. Maybe this is one that isn't just one spot, but either way, he should definitely have been moved. Whatever.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? And so it begins. Cyclox. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well, exactly when were you injured?
It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago. What went on at this circus then? What happened? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room.
I was at the hospital all day yesterday.
Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder?
Of course, I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw.
What you saw? Oh, geez, that sounded really ominous. What you witnessed. What did you see, Acro?
That night, I was in bed sleeping when I saw a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying?
I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick.
Alright, I don't think we actually need to examine the room anymore, but maybe he has things. You can see the big top from the window here.
There is no snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird.
This was the same one as before. Is this the same one as before? Hey, it's a monkey calendar. Everyone else goes maybe up on the tree.
Hey, Nick.
What? Oh, no, okay, okay. The muscle woman thing that we know is wrong. Okay. That one I skipped through because that was all stuff we got last time, so. I wonder if we're supposed to... Actually, wait a second. I'm gonna go back. Acro, age 26. Real name, Ken Dinkling. Seriously injured both legs while training 6 months ago. Yeah, let's present everything to him.
I can't believe what happened to the ringmaster. Such a wonderful man. What a pity. I have no clue what to do with my life now.
I'm sorry.
This circus meant everything to me. But don't worry about me. There are still things that I have left to do in this world. The ringmaster really believed in Mo. 100%. What will happen to the circus now that the ringmaster's gone? The beginning of the Lawrence Curls era, I suppose.
I wonder if it's really alright to let Mo run the show. Moe run the show.
Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Moe, I suspect.
You can see right through me.
Aw, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney.
The ringmaster, he was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us.
What does he mean by us?
Is that why you started with acrobatics?
Back then, I was only 9 years old. I begged the ringmaster to let me try, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world that he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the ringmaster.
That's such a nice story.
Regina.
She's cool, isn't she? Can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer?
It seems animals are not the only thing she tames.
Huh?
Max, the ringmaster, Ben, she's got them all under her thumb.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child.
I'd say it seems that way.
That's why she can be so cruel.
What?
Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel.
I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina.
Mr. Wright, I just realized who you remind me of. You're just like this prosecutor.
What? Nani?
You and the prosecutor have the same glint in your eyes.
You're joking, right? You think I'm like that whip-carrying demon? Speaking of, I can hide the whip counter now.
Whoa, no need to get so hostile about it. You two may view things from very different perspectives.
for now. But you both see the world through the same color-tinted glasses. I know because when I look at people, their eyes are the only things I can believe in.
Nick and Miss Von Karma, huh?
Lately, I've been confined to this room, so I don't have a clue what's going on with the circus. I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben. Well, he'll always be here, and as long as he's here, he really can only continue to be a ventriloquist. Whether that's a good thing for him or not, I'm afraid I can't really say. You want to know about Max? Well, his colleagues in the circus all seem to hate him.
What about you, Acro?
I've got my issues with him as well, but he just also happens to have a diamond shining in his soul.
A diamond shining in his soul?
I guess you could say it is his pride as a performer. We didn't have that pride in ourselves before Max arrived. Honestly, I think he brought something wonderful to the circus when he came.
Acro? This guy is really different from the other members of the circus. Okay. I think you didn't have anything of this. What do you think of this? Okay. I want to do the Magatomic because I definitely don't have the stuff for that yet. Crime photo, maybe? Acro, please take a look at this photograph for us.
No problem. This is how it ended for him. Such a shame.
He seems awfully calm, but his eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain.
If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. That's an absolute certainty.
Acro?
Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him.
Acro won't even look at it. Looks like something is really weighing on him.
I'm assuming this is going to be the same.
Yeah, okay. Do you think about the big bucks he paid him? Yeah, same thing, okay. That's the same, okay. Well, let's do Money the Monkey, because that should come up.
Huh. Money is a great friend to me.
That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh?
It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals.
Wooden box? I'm not gonna say anything about that. Okay. Small seasoning bottle. Nope. Okay. And... oh, this is just gonna be more Max stuff, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. And the note.
What's this?
That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder.
In the cafeteria.
What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious.
If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source.
Her?
Regina. Ask her about it.
Alright. Now I think with this we'll actually be able to get Regina to spawn in. December 29th. Very big circus. Big top.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, Nick.
Wonderful. Today's special must be filet or phoenix.
Stay, heal.
Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human.
A monkey? Russell Berry. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster.
Dad,
Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man.
he was. I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely, now that I won't be able to see him for a while.
For a while?
Yeah, when Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens.
So, when they say that she's sheltered, she is, very sheltered.
Star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
Although I will say, I think this is actually like, so here it's kind of crushing because she's kind of sheltered and it's like clearly doesn't fully sink in with her. But I think that's kind of a beautiful way of saying like the idea of like everyone becomes a star and then when you look up at them, you're looking at that. Like, I think from a character who was more aware of themselves and not quite so sheltered and crushingly naive, this would be sweeter. But because we know that, you know, it also hasn't fully sunk in, it kind of makes it a little bit rougher. Someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that?
Do you think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course.
You really think so?
Yeah, you will, I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. No, everything is not alright with Regina. Money the monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson?
Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me.
Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right?
Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it.
We should?
When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
Gladly. But of course, I'll get it for you. Oh my god. Like, man, I'm of the camp that Phoenix is like the whole Edgeworth thing is fine, but I think he is fundamentally probably more bi than anything. And I think while you can ship Phoenix and Edgeworth, I think Edgeworth is definitely more Demi than anything. But I really wish it didn't manifest as him being yet another person who simps for Regina. With her 16-year-old just eye roll vortex that drags in everyone. I'll get it for you. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay, you're really gonna do it.
Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did. I stuck it up there. How do you know?
I'll be honest, I can't understand why this entire circus is willing to commit the crime of trying to date marry this girl.
Yeah...
That's the thing, right? Before she does too much, I can kind of understand her having that, like, powerful charisma for it. But you would think, once you know her for, like, a minute, she's just so much trouble. Like, I think part of it, what it's meant to be, and actually, I didn't have this comparison the last time I did this, but now I do. I guess because she's set to inherit the circus. The crazy thing is, apparently, they think Mo's going to be the next one who runs it. I think she's meant to be like Ai from Oshinoko. Like, it doesn't come across nearly as well as either the manga or especially the anime, where you can feel the sheer raw charisma that Ai has, and also the fact that she's written to be a good character. But, like, she's just meant to be overwhelming, right? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Note update in the court record. Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime.
Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yes, he is. You just came back from meeting with him.
I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze.
The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right?
Yup, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina just seems to like Acro just fine. Is that really not enough?
There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Ugh, okay. I'll think about it.
That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria?
Huh? It's from the cafeteria?
It's not. I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
What about this? What can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things.
Really? You too? But you're such a good talker. Okay. Use my jetpack and waits for company to ensue. Oh no. The bust? Nah, it's the same thing. Okay. Feels trauma. Oh, you know what? We probably have to get her costume back.
He just loves to cause nothing but trouble. That cute little monkey.
But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much?
Huh? Why is that?
Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing.
Oh, it's not dangerous at all. Regent's just a little kitten.
I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. Alright, fine. They really want to make you do this whole thing. Acro. Picture of Regina, shining beauty, no objections. That's... Oh, is it here? Winnie must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Maybe later. Do I need to talk to Acro? What if I present money to Acro? No, that was the same. Why? Why? December 29th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Moe's not here. Moe's not here. What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me.
Ooh, banana.
Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding something.
That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember?
Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Scratch, scratch. Fine. I can't make monkey sounds right now for some reason. I'm just having a brain fart, whatever. Scratch, scratch. Wow, that was a really convincing monkey sound, Phoenix. Yikes. Whoa. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did.
Nick, you...
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Huh? You can see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Stage costume added to the court record. A shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Ah, okay. I know what's going on here. Although, I mean, anyone can wear a vest.
Here you go, Regina.
Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney. Lush. It's nothing.
No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl.
Phoenix, please. Please, Phoenix. She's 16.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me.
Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's?
You know, the line she told us about.
Wait, do I?
What the?
Oh, the one that someone killed. Wait. I mean, okay. I guess it must be the way the, like, how much fabric goes around versus where the arms would go through. But I feel like something that goes on a line would be more than big enough to go onto a person. But I might also be thinking, like, that part of the line, maybe it's not quite the same. I don't know, I'm overthinking it, clearly.
Leon.
Leon! He was killed, wasn't he?
That's right.
My dad killed him. Why? Oh, well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina?
Everything was alright though, right?
No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Leon added to the court record. The animal show line, shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Do we... Are you really not going to mention it? Do I have enough? Oh, do I need to talk to Max, maybe? I don't want to talk to freaking Mo, but I might need to. Cafeteria. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria.
Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Moe. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
Oh, my burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do?
Oh, that's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loves Russell. You've heard Aqua's story, haven't you?
Like how he was adopted when he was younger.
He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Aqua was so upset that he said he couldn't go on.
He was that upset?
Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the Wingmaster shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
No way.
All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy? You know. What is he talking about? I mean, you would think he's talking about the murder of Russell, but... Get over what tragedy, Moe?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, yes. That's it. You're right, Gertie. Dang, dang, dang. Correcto mundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Moe, I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said, if everyone get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago.
Wait.
Moe, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting close to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us all men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? Alright. I think we can go write it. Actually, wait a second before I do that.
He's always been a very private guy. When he came in, he was only about 10 years old. We had just started the very big circus around the time that Russell took him in. These are really hard memories to bring up.
Acro was so happy to have joined the circus. He was especially grateful to the ringmaster. And I'm sure he's grateful to you too.
Huh? He's grateful to me too? Oh, shucks. You guys are about exaggerating.
He's fidgeting around so much, you can tell that he's embarrassed. Alright. Time to mind crush us a clown, I think. I think we have enough material for this. Get over it? Moe, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus?
Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there. Some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kinda got an idea of what happened back then. No way. You said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Leon the tiger. Oh, I guess that makes sense. You'd only have so much health per case. Okay. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you? I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah. But Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Moe. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised.
Oh, he's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Moe must be talking about. Moe, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? It must have been Acro, right?
How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Moe. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way.
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Oh, hey, it healed us. Sweet.
It's just like you said. You know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No. But it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would that have been better?
He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Have you heard of Five Nights at Freddy's? The Bite of 87? It's kind of like that.
I bet you that would have, like, for a case like this, they would have definitely thrown in a reference like that if this was made more modern time. So I guess we dodged that bullet.
He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see. How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Acro's brother.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat.
Yeah, name the Acrobat brothers Acro and Bat. Good job, guys.
He fell in love with Vegeta. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Of course. Have we gotten his age yet? Oh, he was 22. Ugh. Why is Max at 21 the youngest guy to fall for Regina? Okay. In fairness, Bat, because Acro we learned was 9 when he got picked up, right? And Bat's 4 years younger, so he would have been 5. I mean, Bat would have been 6, so you would have known Regina the entire life. 6-year age gap, but you would have known her for... I can't, though. That means when he was, like, 18, she was 12. I think, in some ways, I think that might make it worse, honestly. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
Oh, 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leo."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
No way. It's impossible.
A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Moe who catches all of these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the wingmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. All this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Nice. What a wonderful sneeze.
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you got to understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Heh. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
Oh, she does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh? I mean, 6-year age gap, he was a little bit like...
Pepper shaker. Oh, I would need to actually be in prison to do that. Okay, so let's move. Alright, now what if I present to Bat? What do you think about this person? Sorry? I've already given my heart to another.
I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service.
Huh? Just wanted to know if you knew this person. Okay, well, never mind then. Although...
That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria.
Huh? It's from the cafeteria? It's not. I'm seeing it there. Is it just time to go to bat again?
Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say, I'll be back. Sorry. Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? Back because Acro was hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. Seeing that he knows what we know.
Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away.
Alright. Let's do this thing. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured?
I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice.
An accident during practice?
Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries.
He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury and not Leon the lion? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going.
You're saying that I was attacked by a lion?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion were coming at me, I'd be running for the exit.
Okay. Maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion.
You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion?
Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone.
Bat.
It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury.
Moe. He must have told you.
Yes, we learned about Bat from Moe. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out.
A slip of the tongue?
Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in your prime.
Cut down together. That was where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together, like always.
I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault.
Still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. It's supposed to be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault? Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Well, I mean, it's just gotta be Regina, right?
Regina.
You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel.
Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes.
You know, her tiger tried to attack me.
Regent tried to attack you?
Twice.
Ha ha ha. He wasn't serious, I'm sure.
You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Ugh, maybe I overdid it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. I mean, it was found in Regina's pocket. I wonder how it got there when she was delivering him his breakfast. I did not realize that was... I thought the 3 was bad enough. I didn't realize that went all the way up to having 5 health pips. This. Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? You wrote it in this strange language of squiggles. That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Unlock successful. I actually... Because I realize I've been going for quite a while and I'm a little bit over now. But I think this is basically the end of this day. Like, if it keeps going on much longer, it seems like it will all stop. But I think this is it. So, wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare.
If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought that he was being stupid too. But that line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Or Bat.
When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Regina and Bat.
Bat and Regina.
They were such great friends. Oh yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick.
I know. Mo, I said the same thing.
What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. I had a feeling. Miss Von Karma?
I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That is for me to decide.
I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. To be continued. There we go. So I think we have the clues to put it together, but of course, this is Phoenix Wright, this is Ace Attorney. We actually have to put it together in the trial. Well, I didn't think... The thing is, the second investigation day went way quicker. That's because since I try to get all the dialogue I can squeeze out of the characters, most of them we had already been introduced to. I didn't have to present all the evidence and profiles and everything to everyone again, so it was just going to be faster. Plus, I didn't have to investigate as much stuff, because most of it was stuff we already did, even though I did check it all. So, we're just to the trial now. Now, the first day was quicker. The second day, we'll see. It might be the second trial day. It will be a bit longer. And it's 2 parts again, so. I'm imagining Phoenix trying to build a defense case literally out of Legos. I could see it. But we are that one step closer to being done with this case. And we'll see. I'm going through this game at a pretty quick pace. But then again, Justice for All is, I think, easily the shortest one. I think maybe the first game might have been shorter before the 5th case was added, but the 5th case definitely made it, no comparison between the two. And all the other ones are longer, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for hanging out with me. Good night, everyone. Until next time.